Gemini, hello, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a reading for February 21st until February 27th, 2021. We are going to take a look into your recent past, the energy around you presently, and what's coming up for all of you. This will be for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs in Gemini should you cross-watch. And as always, this is a general reading, so it might not resonate for all of you, and that is absolutely okay. Take the things that are for you, take what resonates for you, and leave everything else behind to get into your higher vibes. If you have not done so already, it would mean so much to me if you would smash that subscribe button and be here with me again next week. If this reading does resonate for you, please do leave me a thumbs up and any comments or questions you might have down below. I love to interact with all of you and build community here. Okay, Gemini, overall energy for you this reading is the Page of Pentacles. I think we are going to be going back to the drawing board, so to speak, to try to work towards advancing ourselves right now. In the recent past, we have the Tower, the Nine of Swords, and the Four of Pentacles. So with the Tower moment, something coming in to shake things up for you here, Gemini. And I think initially it's not going to be very positive. It's not going to feel very positive. It's going to bring with it a lot of anxiety, a lot of just like thoughts crashing in around you, frustrations. There's going to be likely some fear about and around your financial security, your material security. It's going to put you into a place of really feeling like you need to protect your resources and cling on to your resources. I don't think it's going to be necessarily like a long-lasting thing, but there's going to be some forced change to how you have to operate day to day. As far as like monetary things are concerned, I think. Getting into the present energy for you, we have the Knight of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands here. Overall, again, we're going to end up shifting the energy away from this sense of like fear and anxiety and clinging on to things, and try and flip that to like flip the mood on it a little bit, to try and use it as fuel for the fire to get moving on something new. I'm going to see you taking some time out here to really work on refining your skills. And I think in a place where like you're going to feel very adaptable and easily able to like let go of those things that aren't serving you anymore, move away from those things that aren't helping you anymore, and try and keep that work focus going to, it's interesting. It's like you're going to feel really overwhelmed and upset, and then you're going to use that and flip it on its head as something to inspire you to just like be letting go of things, moving on from things, working on new things, and finding some inspiration here. It's a very interesting little bit of energy. Coming into the future energies for you, Gemini, we have the High Priestess, the Six of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. So I think while you're going to flip this energy on its head and use it in a positive way, use it to your advantage here, I think there's going to be some lingering thoughts that you're dealing with that are going to have you sort of reminiscing, reflecting on the past, resurfacing some old past traumas. I think places where you were feeling excluded in the same ways, let down in the same ways, frustrated in the same ways. And it's going to be a bit of a battle here for you to be able to maintain that productivity mindset that it seems you have in the present energy, while also dealing with some of those inner demons. So we will do some clarifying here. All that being said, I mean, the initial catalyst for all of this Tower moment coming in, that's going to be outside of your control here, Gemini, but everything else here is very in your control. You have a lot of control in this situation with all this minor arcana here. These are items that you can alter the course of for yourself. So know that how you respond to this Tower moment coming in could drastically change how everything sort of flows in after it. Let's take a look at this Page of Pentacles and the overall energy. Yeah, Page of Emotions just came flying out. One moment. Boom, boom. Awakening. And the Emperor. I love this. This is you having a realization about your power in a way that's like, if I thought that the way that I do things is the right way to be doing them, the most efficient way to be doing them, the best way to be doing them, and that's been the mindset, this is going to be a reframing of that, a realization that there is more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm very sorry to those of you who are vegans out there, animal lovers for that reference. I too am vegetarian most of the time, but it's the right reference here. It's a recognition that there is more than one way to skin a cat. There's more than one way to do this thing. And you know, you didn't think about it that way before, but now you're in this tower moment for you is going to force you to think about how you do things differently. And I think that that is overall going to be a positive thing. It's going to help you work from a place of your heart, work in earnest, and is going to help you find new ways to be empowered here, Gemini. Let's take a look at this tower moment. Four of Inspiration, the Muse of Voices, and the Seven of Voices. Ooh, this is interesting energy for me. So definitely this tower moment's going to have to do with stability, okay? Do with your sense of security. However, with this Seven of Voices coming in, this tower moment may not be what you think it is. It may not mean what you think it means for your stability, which is interesting because it explains a little bit more the rest of the energy here. If I am thinking that this event that happened, this tower moment that happened, has come in and completely destroyed my home. But then I realize, after walking to the back of my property, that it only destroyed the front wall of my home. I don't have to rebuild everything, I just need to rebuild the front wall. I think it's going to be one of those sort of things where you're going to think this is the end of the world. It is this big moment that's just like shattering the foundation below you, but actually it's not. It's just exposing a crack. It's exposing a flaw. It's creating one little area. But as a result of that mindset, that trick of the mind initially, it's going to set you in motion to all these other things, to recognizing that you can do things different ways, to learning that you can find empowerment through different means, that you don't necessarily need to cling on to your old beliefs here with this Four of Pentacles energy. So it's going to be very stressful, I think, at the onset. And then I think you're probably going to, you know, intuition here, you're going to have the recognition that, you know, it isn't what you thought it was. I do think that you're still going to end up reeling in some of this like reminiscing, negative, bringing me back to another time when I felt like this sort of energy. I think that is going to linger for you here, but I don't believe this is going to be kind of as bad as you might think in the beginning. Let's take a look in the present energy at this Ten of Wands. Knight of Inspiration, Muse of Materials, Knight of Inspiration. Yeah, all of this is acting as a catalyst to get you moving in another direction. Universe right now, Gemini, thinks that you are maybe just pointed slightly in the wrong direction. You need to be moving north and you've been moving northeast, okay? So I see this event as something that is meant to try and like steer you back on course properly, get you ready to step into the next phase of your life, to be able to do so with some gusto, with some speed, with passion and excitement. This Knight of Wands coming up twice here, like it's going to inspire some action in you. I would be mindful, you know, don't act too quickly. Don't act before thinking it out here. But with this Muse of Materials, King of Pentacles sort of energy, I do think that you are going to think things through enough to keep yourself grounded. Just, you know, be mindful of how fast. Only fools rush in. Only fools rush in. But this is just going to put you in a position where like whatever you want to start taking on, you're going to be able to start to move yourself into and put your energy into here. What do you want? Yeah, Two of Voices just came flying out. This is the second reading that the Two of Voices just like shot out of the deck in the middle of the reading. So decisions. This is about how you choose to address how you do things. This is going to shake up your mentality around how you do things here, Gemini. Let's get into this future energy. I do want to look at the Six of Cups down here. Goodness gracious. Nine of Materials, so I think this one was on top of it. What are you? Eight of Emotions, Nine of Materials, and the Star. Yeah, ooh, okay. This is going to be speaking to us a little bit about having an understanding of what we need to walk away from in order to realize the things that we want for ourselves, in order to be aligned with our goals. I think that you're going to be dealing with some sense of regret here in your past or how you handled things in the past. Again, this getting back to reflecting on times when you felt the same way, when you felt that same sense of disappointment or exclusion or not being able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's going to be a lesson for you in understanding what it means to leave something behind and how to leave something behind in a way that can still keep you empowered and focused for the future. The benefits of being able to leave the right things behind, I guess, is the better way to say it. Let's take one last message from Spirit here for you, Gemini. The Emperor just came flying out. Eight of Wands and the Four of Wands. I love this. This is just like a reiteration. Being able to find your power, being able to define for yourself, you know, what the basis and building blocks are for the life that you want, for the means of like coming home, that feeling of being able to just be where you're meant to be and be in the power that you are meant to be in. You need to start thinking about it a little bit differently. And I think that this Tower moment coming in for you, whatever this event is that initially feels like it's crumbled your world, but then, you know, you recognize that it hasn't actually done so, that's going to start you on this path of being able to start thinking about things differently, coming up with more consistent ideas on other ways that you can approach things. And I ultimately think that this is going to lead to a bigger, brighter future for you here, Gemini. This is an entire exercise in changing our mindset, and that is such a powerful thing. I do hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please again hit that subscribe button, share this video, give it a like, and we'll see you next week.